Hi, Carl here for ProAV TV, and today we're taking a look at the media solutions from Wyze for the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. Now, the Pocket 4K has been a hugely popular camera, and for very good reason. It's so easy to see why. The amount of value for money that you get with the Pocket 4K is just completely unrivaled. But there's a lot of confusion out there as to what sort of medias to use for this camera. And because the camera gives you so many different options. It gives you all the flavors of RAW, it gives you all the flavors of ProRes, different compression ratios for each of them. And then it gives you SSD as an option. It gives you CFast 2, gives you SD cards. There's so many different options to choose from here. It can be a little confusing to get your head round, but it's actually way simpler than people sometimes think it is. There's lots of fantastic media options out there from some really popular go-to brands like SanDisk, like Angelbird, but actually one of the ones that's most interesting is this solution from Wyze, because they are built from the ground up for video and they've got simple, easy solutions for all three of those different recording medias. You've got SSD, you've got CFast, and you've got SD. The SSD is very light and is this long, thin, elongated design, which is very different to what a lot of the competitors are doing. A lot of them have gone for a shorter and wider design, much more squarer. And when I first saw this design from Wyze, I thought that would be clumsier. I thought it would get in the way a lot more having a long, thin one. But actually with the Pocket 4K, that just isn't the case at all. I actually find it works a lot better than some of the competitors' ones because the Pocket 4K is this long, wide camera. Sitting the Wyze SSD along the top here means that it actually sits very nicely with the camera body. It doesn't get in the way of anything, doesn't get in the way of the lens or the handle on the side or the ports. It just sits there nicely, completely unobstructed on the top. And they include with the SSD this nice mounting bracket as well, which it just simply clips into at the top. So you can use this straight out of the box without even needing to have a cage if you want to. You can just put this straight on the top of the camera, which is a really nice touch. Although I do recommend having a cage of some sort, especially if you want to rig the camera up any bigger. But it's nice that you can work with it straight out of the box. And it's also nice that this is purposefully designed for video, unlike some of the competitors, which are primarily designed for computing uses. So it being built for video really gives you a bit of peace of mind that it is going to be able to handle all of the data rates that the Pocket 4K is throwing at it. And working with SSDs like this is one of my favorite ways to work. If you're doing quick turnaround projects at all, having one media solution, which you can record all of your media onto, and then take that away from the camera and go straight into post-production and just start editing straight away. I mean, obviously you should back it up first, but your actual main post-production can take place straight off of this drive, which is just so easy, simple, and convenient, and it really speeds you up a lot. If you're doing quick turnaround short projects with the Pocket 4K, that is probably by far the best way to work. The CFast 2 range and the SD card range are all purpose-built for video as well, alongside the SSDs. And Wyze say that all three of these product ranges are shockproof, dustproof, and waterproof. So that helps give you some peace of mind that these are professional media types that are going to be able to handle whatever it is you might throw at them. And we've tested all three of these products with the Pocket 4K in Blackmagic RAW in the highest record settings possible in camera, and all three worked absolutely fine, which I was really surprised by. I thought particularly SD cards would struggle with some of the Blackmagic RAW settings, but actually all three worked absolutely fine, which means that you can choose the right type of media for you and your work. I mean, maybe SSD makes the most sense because of the high capacities and because of the workflow for those quick turnaround projects. Or maybe you've got products which use CFast 2 cards or SD cards already, and so you want to go down that line rather than SSD. It means you can choose the products that work best for you in particular, rather than having to choose one of them because of the raw record formats that you want to use in camera. You can use any of the record formats in camera with any of the drives available to you from Wyze. And that's really nice. It helps clear things up and makes things a lot simpler. So if you've got any questions at all, just leave them in the comment section down below and I'll do my best to get back to you. And if you want to buy any of these products from Wyze for yourself, just head over to the ProAV website and the links to that are down in the description. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.